Okay, let's get into this.
Hey, good morning, guys. Little coffee talk. You know, I remember when I was a kid, and even a young adult, that food stamps was not like a badge of courage where you walked around and you were proud about it. I don't know. Different times, different age, I guess.
It's still not a badge of honor. And you're right, it is a different time. I remember back then, I was born in 72 and grew up on food stamps and government cheese. I remember back then, neighbors wanting to help neighbors, communities coming together. I remember back then when people gave a shit about people on the block and didn't sit inside their house talking about how much of a fucking freeloader the guy at the end of the block was because he needed some help. People like you have forgotten that, though, haven't you?
Hey, proud American patriot here. So I was thinking, if Mamani wins and you get all these big mosques all over New York, I was thinking we could send them a little gift. How about if we all do like a GoFundMe and let's send every mosque like 50 pounds of bacon just to welcome them here? What do you think?
What do I think? I think in addition to being a heartless prick when it comes to people needing assistance to put food on the table, you're also a bigoted piece of shit. First of all, you assume because a Muslim wins a mayoral race in the city of New York that mosques are going to pop up all over the place. But your way to welcome people of other faiths and other cultures is to insult them. You're a piece of shit. But do that. Why don't you fucking idiots pull your money? Everybody pitch in your hard-earned money to send mosques bacon, please. If it's less dollars in your pocket, it'll make me happy. Follow through with that, would you? Send bacon to mosques. Show the world what an ignorant fuck you really are.
Hey, good morning, guys. Proud American patriot here.
Pause. No, you are not a proud American patriot. A proud American patriot would be open and welcoming of people of other faiths and other religions. You're anything but that. But go ahead and proceed.
Hey, good morning, guys. Proud American patriot here. I don't know about you guys, but I was watching some people and somebody said the government's never going to open back up again. And by God, I was freaking out because I was thinking, shoot, it's been shut down for 30 days. And my God, what have I had to change? And shoot, I can't think of nothing. Keep them shut down.
Of course you can't think of nothing because you live in an isolated little bubble. Clearly you don't travel, otherwise you would see how you would have to change your travel habits, right? Just as one example. And clearly you don't give a rat's ass about the thousands of people who are either being forced to work without pay or are furloughed altogether and aren't receiving any pay. You don't give a shit about clean air and water. You don't give a shit about food safety. You don't give a shit about national parks being open or having the proper staffing. You don't give a shit about national monuments and our own Capitol building being open for visitors and things of that nature. You don't give a shit about things that don't affect you. So you don't give a shit if the government stays closed. The rest of us do. The rest of us don't live in some isolated little shitbag bubble like you do. The rest of us want to see our government function properly. Another mediocre white man with a dog shit opinion. Shocker.